Hi there, and welcome to my ongoing series, Glass Half Juice. My name is Juicy Absolute, and I'm here to help you get through the most important decisions of your life, and tell you which games are actually worth your half glass of juice to play. Up today, Dark Souls 3. Ah yes, Dark Souls 3. A game that leaves a lot of room for quick deaths, a lot of room for quick heals. This game is just, fast paced. Like itching to get all the pieces into the slot in the game perfection, then realizing you're not perfect, and pop goes perfection, and along with that, many muscles and bones. And those don't grow back, but your integrity will. Give it time. You all want to know if it's worth your hard-earned big buckaroos, and to be honest, I can't answer that with a simple yes, no. So let's delve into detail about why Dark Souls 3 was such a success surrounding its player base, and why the fast as fuck combat system matched the speed of which controllers broke from hitting the floor out of pure frustration. And yet, the common solution was to just buy a new controller and try again. Dark Souls 3 was released worldwide on April 2016, and became the third installment within the series, directed by Hidetaka Miyazaki and released for the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. This one set itself apart from the other two Dark Souls games, mostly because of the updated combat system. Fighting felt way more refreshing and engaging, and for once, dying to a boss actually felt like a fair loss. A fair loss of hair, am I right? Hideous jokes aside, the fast-paced combat system actually gave us Dark Souls survivors a fair chance to, survive. But this time, it felt like it was on our terms, not the game's. But seriously, when in doubt, blame the game. You begin this game in a cemetery filled with regular zombies and ice crystal zombies, and you have to Rick Grimes your way through the hordes, make sure you don't get bitten, and pull out the old Excalibur to begin properly defending off against the post-apocalyptic world in front of you. When you reach the next area, you meet Wonder Woman, King Triton, but as a semi-pro ex-wrestler, and Granny McDougal. Once again, your one true love. They keep calling you the Ashen One, which eerily implies that you may be a zombie yourself, but you don't care. Place your zombie weapon in the fire, and be ready for the biggest emotional roller coaster of your life. Fend off against zombie dogs, zombie trees, zombie witches, zombie giants, and even zombie skeletons. Juicy, those are just called zombies. Next, you want to head through the world and slay the dragon guarding the princess door. What? No princess? What is the meaning of this? We have a King Triton, but no Little Mermaid? I don't care. I will forever be Prince Eric. Prince Juicy. Forever and ever. The third installment in this series had 19 bosses within the base game. Dark Souls 1 had 22, and Dark Souls 2 had 32. Given that perspective, you think it's less of a challenge. Shorter? Yes. More linear? Yes. Fast combat system? Yes. Loss of a soul? Yes. Neglecting of food and other daily activities? Yes. Masking your pain? Yes. Dying of sorrow? Yeah, that works. Yeah, I guess so. All in all, the game was clearly more linear in nature than the other Souls games, which made it seem like every 5 minutes, you're fighting another boss. Just when you finish with one challenging boss, another one is on the other side of the room. Speaking of more challenging, the boss fights, along with the combat system, felt refreshingly updated. There is now a surprising Phase 2 and 3, to all of the bosses, because who doesn't want a challenge after whacking a boss for 10 minutes straight? That only gets harder. Will the real twin princes please stand up? I repeat, will the real twin princes please stand up? Fending off through this game takes a shorter amount of time than the other Dark Souls games, and there is surely a lot less otherworldly content and a lot more boss. I was not able to continue playing this game in one sitting for as long, as each boss would burn me out faster than volcanic rocks at the top of an about-to-be erupted volcano. Some of my most enduring boss fights were in this game, and I'm not sure if it had to do with me having to adapt to the combat system, or that the bosses were just 30 times faster. But I swear they all had a meeting with Sonic the Hedgehog about, gotta go fast. The Abyss Watchers were the most fair fight within the game. And my most favorite fight also. I mean, what's unfair when they actually kill one another in the middle of the fight? And you just have to sit in your box seats, grab some Cracker Jacks, and watch the show unfold. Probably sounds too easy, right? Yeah, there's always a catch. I'll let you figure that one out. But this particular boss was extremely fair to me because their movement felt telegraphed enough for me to realize when I made the mistake versus when the game made the mistake, and I took the blame. With the updated combat system, I no longer felt like the middle child taking the blame for my older brother stealing candy from my mom's purse. The blame was all on me for once, and it felt wonderful. Digging around in her purse for those sweet tarts have never felt so independently satisfying. And when I'd get caught, I was sent to my bedroom with a satisfying smirk and a confident walk. And here's the real kicker. With all the games within the series, you don't ever need to be familiar with the lore presented throughout the games. There's plenty of overwhelming lore out there, like how the Nameless King is implied to be the son of Guinevere, Dark Souls 1, and Guinevere is the daughter of Gwen, final boss in Dark Souls 1. Gwen is the Lord of Cinder, one of the greatest gods to have ever lived. You see, Gwen actually sacrificed himself to Link the First Flame, with his primary motive to postpone the end of the Age of Fire. He was successful in doing so, and therefore now lives through his children and further ancestry. Or let's head back to Dark Souls 3 for a minute. The final boss within this game is called the Soul of Cinder, which is basically a manifestation of all 5 Lords of Cinder following Gwen. These Lords of Cinder have pledged to defend against the First Flame. Needless to say, there is lore about every boss within this game, and every boss's reasonings as to why they are in the position of defending certain objectives. People really don't want you touching that fire, man. Oh, he's not gonna listen. I think the main character needs to be taught a lesson on how to listen, or to have less daddy issues. Maybe it could be different if mommy taught him to work instead of giving cash every time he needed something for his live-action role-playing machete addiction and cosplay outfits. Who knows, maybe we'll find that out in Dark Souls 4 Cosplay Edition. With that being said, I give Dark Souls 3 a 9.4 out of 10. But in the meantime, we shall unite again. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay juicy. Hey everyone, I'm Juicy Absolute. Thank you for stopping by my video. If you want to see more, click that subscribe button above and check out the new juicy content to the left and right of me. Other than that, stay juicy and we will see you next time. Have a positive rest of your day.